welcome to another edition of Grainger Ask the Experts. Today, we're going to talk about how to make sure that a grinding wheel is safe and ready to go and ready to be used. Whether a grinding wheel comes to you new from the factory or you're bringing one back into service from the tool crib, you want to make sure that it's ready for use, that it's safe to use. And by safe, I mean that it's free from any microscopic cracks that you can't see. And there's a very, very simple test to do that, and it's called the ring test. And we're going to do it with these two screwdrivers. So you take a screwdriver and you put through the arbor. The second screwdriver with a plastic handle, you're going to use, and you're going to tap with a little bit of force at 90-degree increments around the wheel to make sure that it doesn't have any cracks. And it's going to sound, you're going to hear a short but lingering ring. So here's what it sounds like. So that wheel, as you can hear, has a slight ring to it, which means this wheel is ready for use and safe to use. If there were any micro cracks in this wheel, I'm going to simulate what it sounds like by holding it with my hand and kind of dampening that sound, and so it would have sounded more like this. That's a tap. So that wheel is suspect, right? So if you were to go ahead, if you weren't to do that test and that wheel had micro cracks in it and you put it in the machine for use, the machine's going to spin it up to around 10,000 surface feet per minute. And so a grinding wheel like that in a machine spun at that speed is the equivalent of a grenade. Could cause serious injury. So again, this is something you should always do when putting a wheel into service. Again, whether new from the factory, you never know what it went through in shipping, or you're bringing it from your tool crib. You don't know what's happened there either. So again, run this test before you put a wheel on a grinding machine every time. So this wheel's ready, right? We tested it, it's good to go. So we're going to mount it on the machine. Larger wheels, by the way, should be checked for balance as well, right? This is a small wheel, no need for doing that. But larger grinding wheels also need to be checked for balance because there's a lot of mass, rotating mass, that could create some vibration there as well. Now that we've qualified that the wheel is safe to use and that we've mounted it properly, and we know for larger wheels, again, that they're balanced, the next thing you're going to always want to do, whether new wheel or used wheel or a new job, or you just not been around that machine in a while and you want to make sure it's good to go, the next thing you're going to want to do is dress the wheel, right? And so what that's going to do, that's going to renew the grinding surface by removing any metal that may have been loaded up, depending upon what it was used for in a previous job. It's just going to make the wheel perform at a higher level, at a safer level. And there's really two categories for that. One is a basic dressing stick like this, right? And the second is a diamond tip dressing tool like this. And again, depending upon your wheel and the equipment that you're using, you're going to want to pick one or the other of these. If you have questions about which one of these to use, for sure reference the manufacturer for that information, and they'll be glad to provide you with exactly what you should be using to optimize your grinding wheel performance. Thanks for watching this edition of Grainger Ask the Experts. For more helpful tips and videos, check out the full series.